how many of you know, or for those that don't know, actually how to set up a guinea pig's cage properly? Well, today I am going to be demonstrating it on how to set it up properly. And so, a couple things that you'll need. The first thing that you'll need is the bedding. Now, and then how to properly put the igloo into the cage properly. And then adding the food and water and how much you'll need for that. And lastly, placing the guinea pig into the cage. So, setting up a guinea pig cage, it can be pretty fun and simple by following 4 simple steps. So for the first step, it is adding the bedding to the cage. Now for the bedding with the cage, it can be any kind of bedding that you want, but some people though, they tend to have allergies with pine, and so that's why you would need the paper bedding like this. So, and when you are adding this, you need to take at least 1 to 3 inches and placing it evenly all over in the cage until when you are pretty much satisfied with it. And also when you are placing the bedding into the cage, you have to have it evenly all over, because I don't know who would want to have like certain areas like more clumpier than the other. So pretty much like that. I'm placing it evenly, like so. Like that, along the bottom. After that, you then go and then go to the igloo for the house. So then when you're placing the igloo into the house, there is obviously a proper way to do it. The correct way is this way. You do not, and never ever, place it like this against the wall, because it's like a death trap for them, and they cannot get into their natural habitat or their hiding place, because this is where they mostly feel safe, when they are in the cage. Once done with placing the igloo in it, you then go to the food and to the water. So with the food and everything, you take their dish bowl and place it into the cage like so. And then you take about a handful and then you pour it in like that. It does not matter either if it like overflows, because it's obviously going to get knocked over soon eventually, one day. And then next with the hay, you take about 2 to 3 handfuls and then you spread this evenly along the cage. And you can even shove some in the house too, because like I said, that's where like the first place they will be going to and to like hide. Now placing the water bottle, you'll actually need to then take the top part of this, and it's the top part of the cage. You then take it, you place it, and you attach it with the metal pieces on the side. Once that's in place, you then take this metal piece thingy, whatever it's called, the bottle holder, and you place the bottle over it, pressing your finger against the end part of this so it will not leak all over the place. And so then once that's done, you then move over, now placing the guinea pig into the cage. So in doing this, you obviously have to open up the cage holder door. And when you pick her up, you have to support all guinea pigs by their bottoms and placing their hands underneath this. And then letting her go in there, and then she'll eventually go into her house, and then she'll come out and start eating. So overall, setting up a guinea pig's cage can be fun and simple by just following 4 steps. First step was obviously placing the bedding and how much. Then was how to properly place the igloo into the cage. And then next was adding the food and water in the cage. And lastly, you then place the guinea pig inside the cage. So overall and after all, having a guinea pig, it actually taught me to grow up and to not be lazy anymore and to care for something else.